So obviously, as I've alluded to, and said, past month, a lot have been going on. A lot of people have been sick. I was sick. Son's birthday party had to be rescheduled. Didn't get to go to Coney Island. A lot of sick time from work. All this, just a lot of stuff. A lot of hard decisions and things like that. That has not been a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to want to watch anything. And that's where I found the Beavis and Butthead reboot. I had heard good things. One of the last times I got to talk to Pan, we talked about it. I didn't love the first one. It was about like an escape room and stuff, and I saw them making fun of people on YouTube. I was like, I don't know if I love this. But then, and even when I had COVID the last year, the first time, I was like, I don't know if I can deal with this, and I didn't. And this time I did, and I really, really loved it. And I came around on the YouTube thing, and there's some pretty generally great episodes. Because it occurred to me, Beavis and Butthead is just like Laurel and Hardy, or any of those like duo teams. It's like the same thing. And Mike Judge is a great comedy writer and great performer. And these are legitimately really good. Now, what I should say is I was a kid who watched Beavis and Butthead in the 90s. My parents, for some reason, let me watch it. I love doing Beavis and Butthead impressions. I thought Beavis and Butthead impressions were hilarious because I was 9 years old. Other parents of kids did not like me doing that impression. They hated Beavis and Butthead. I liked it as a kid. And I saw the movie. The movie kind of falls into the show. You basically get two plot lines. Beavis and Butthead time traveled to now, so the Beavis and Butthead from the 90s now. Then you have the Beavis and Butthead who basically in this timeline, it's as if they didn't time travel and they're older. You don't really get a lot with them, or at least from the ones I watched. But there were a couple good ones. One of the ones of them watching TV was the ASMR one, which you can find on YouTube, was what turned me around to them watching stuff and like making fun of it. Because I really don't love, like, because a lot of, we're all independent creators, we're all struggling, we're all trying to make 50 cents out here and stuff. And like, I don't love when people like make fun of people like that. It's just like, come on, man. Like, we have enough. It's hard enough. Like, leave us alone. But the ASMR thing was legitimately hilarious, where they're like whispering and like they hit each other. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Just watch it. It was really, really funny. Very, very hilarious. I really like that. There was one episode called The Doppelganger, where Beavis is out, he's looking for Butthead, and he sees a guy, and he turns around, and it's not Butthead, but a guy who looks like Butthead, and that guy follows him around all day, keeps hanging out with him and driving around, and it's like super weird. That was I really like that episode. There's ones where they have to fight a raccoon and then have a ton of raccoons in their house. There was one with a hornet's nest. There was just like one where they got stuck in a box. Just like typical comedy setup stuff. But Mike Judge is so good at it. I really like the reboot, but I'm reminded when I watched this of the end. If you've ever seen the classic film Sullivan Travels, it reminds me of that, where he's just like, he's talking about the weight of film and all this stuff, this whole movie, and how importance of film and great film and all this stuff, and I'm totally for that. Then at the end, he's laughing in a Pluto cartoon, or is it a Goofy cartoon? I forget. He's laughing in a silly cartoon. And I think the point is art is many different things to many people, and art is so many different things. But I think sometimes at the end of the day, I just need a really dumb thing to just like let me calm down and release stress and stuff. And like, this was kind of like my own personal kind of thing. And I told a few people about it, and they're like, that does sound like a good stress reliever. Because you just like, I know they're going to be funny. I know they're going to do something stupid. Even the one with older Beavis and Butthead that I saw was one where like, Beavis and Butthead Beavis has to get a job because Butthead is too fat when he's older, and then he gets to be a caregiver for Butthead, and then they just like fight, and I don't know. It's an excellent show. It's a great reboot. I've only really watched half of season 1. I'm just sort of chipping away at it, but I highly recommend it. I'm sorry, I had a stressful month, so I think I'm more just like, hey, why don't we talk about stuff that just chills me the fuck out and makes me feel better? And this was my show, man. This was my show. I might watch it after this. It is really good at it. Beavis and Butthead is back. I'm glad I'm returning to it. Literally, like, I think it's like 30 years later, but it is, quality-wise, it feels just the same to me. Before, I feel like I was watching it because I wanted to be like the cool older kids in the comic book store. Now I'm watching it so I can just like maintain my mental sanity. But much like how you'd watch a great Laurel and Hardy and laugh and have a good time, I think Beavis and Butthead is perfect at that. I love this new reboot. It has become a real staple for me in watching stuff. If I need something to watch, it is a good, solid show. Mike Judge has done a great job with it and clearly love these characters and is a great performer. And yeah, if you're wondering what to watch, 100% watch the ASMR thing. And I would say the one that's, I think, called The Double or something, the whatever it is. Anyway, great show, really love it. I just wanted to tell people I like it, and I would highly recommend Beavis and Butthead, because I think we all need something just laugh at, something stupid, just get us through our week. And that for me is fucking Beavis and Butthead, just like it was before, but it's, I think, doing me even more good now. So thank you, Beavis and Butthead, for improving my life quality. I think that's a bit loose. I don't know if that'll be a separate thing, but I'm glad I did it.